let me just say, like, I appreciate you guys. I know this is different. I wanted to come out there and be there physically, and hang out, maybe throw batting practice, mess around with all you guys. But obviously the situation's different now than it was, maybe a year ago.
Can you just elaborate a little bit on what it took as a walk-on to kind of prove yourself and maybe what you learned about yourself in the process?
Yeah, I learned not to take things too seriously in a roundabout way. Some of those preferred walk-ons, your fate's already decided. They got guys that are on scholarship that they're going to keep. And it came down to like me versus two other guys, and I had to outperform them in the fall. And fortunately, I did. And there were some really good ball players too. So fortunately, our head coach was a bit of a sucker for starting pitchers, and it ended up working out. But I kind of found out, like, I love the game. I wanted to play it as long as possible. But I was just going to do as best as I could to leave it all out there and let the cards fall where they may. So that's kind of how I've always approached a lot of things in life. And it tends to help me keep a positive attitude through low times and high times. And I feel like that was, a big learning and development process for me. And I always look back on that and cherish it.
What was it like to play in the AllStar Game in Cleveland and then be named MVP in Cleveland?
Maggie, you're stealing all our questions.
I'm sorry. This is just the start. You guys have to come prepared with some better ones.
Yeah, I mean, that was special. I was named to the team late. And I thought there was a chance that I would be named to the team early or like on time, when all the rosters were announced. But I guess I had like one too many inning and a third with 5 earned runs. I think that was Sunday night baseball against the Braves that kind of ruined my first half stat line. So ended up getting added to the team later. I forget why. I think somebody dropped out. But, I was like, shoot, I'll take it. I'm fired up. Hopefully I get to throw. I ended up getting to throw. Another one of those things, like an extremely nerve-wracking day. But obviously I kind of learned and learned how to handle a little bit better since my debut, because I've had plenty of starts in between. So ended up getting out there in the 5th inning. Not a lot of people know this, but I was warming up in the bullpen and one of my contacts fell out, and everything was blurry. I couldn't really see the bullpen catcher. I told the bullpen coach, I was like, dude, I everything's blurry. I don't know whether it was, actually my contact did fall out, but I think it was a mixture of that, and I was kind of freaking out. So everything started closing in a little bit, but he was like, you want me to call down and find somebody else? And I was like, no, we're not doing that. I'll go out there and we'll figure it out. So ended up figuring it out, and I'd say it worked pretty well. So long story short, now I only pitch with one contact in. No, I'm just kidding.
What was your funniest MLB story?
Oh, are we recording?
No, we're just screenshotting pictures to put on Twitter for you. We're going to tell the world we know you tonight.
No, did you guys know my first home start after my debut? So, like, I was getting sent up and down, used here and there whenever they needed like a spot start. And my first home start, go figure, I'm obviously freaking out. I guess that tends to be the theme of this call, as I freak out before every start. But there was a long rain delay, and at that point, I was the only rookie on the team in 2018. We had like a much older roster than we do now, and a lot of veterans that obviously are very comfortable in the clubhouse, comfortable around the league. So they're messing with everybody, and they still found it amusing that my last name was Bieber, as most people do when I first meet them. So there was a rain delay, and I think it was Kluber and Tomlin. They changed my walk-up song, which I wanted Revolution, which is like a Santa Barbara-based reggae rock group, and they changed it to Justin Bieber's Baby. So I got out there, and everybody thought that was actually my walkout song that I chose. Even the other team, I think it was the Detroit Tigers. So I like stepped off the mound. Frankie was laughing at me, pointing and laughing. the other team was pointing and laughing. I was like, oh my God.
What advice would you give to this group of guys, like 13 to 18, off the field specifically, as it relates to just, achieving what their dreams are and the path to getting there?
I'd say, obviously stay out of trouble. You guys better not be doing dumb stuff, especially right now. The climate, the way the world is right now, everybody's got to be careful for various reasons. So if you have opportunities that are going to be probably presented to you in the future, don't take those for granted. Take advantage of them, enjoy them, and enjoy the process, like getting to those opportunities before you're able to take advantage of them. But I know you guys are a young bunch, and you probably got a lot going on right now, whether it's, school. I'm sure you guys are right in the middle of summer break and there's plenty of things going on, but make sure you keep everything wired tight and take advantage of your opportunities when given.